Love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go! First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Now a man closing in on 15,000 career rush yards, Frank Gore. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. A run right side. It's Gore. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
To throw, it's Allen. And that is incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Working from the gun, Wentz. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Throwing now is Wentz. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Check 24, check. Sunday.
Wentz to throw again. Throw out right, hauled in by Arcega-Whiteside. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia. Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. And there on the tackle, Shaq Lawson. From just shy of midfield, Wentz. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He had 3 catches last week. That one his 3rd on this drive alone. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 43. Wentz over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And now it's 2nd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Come get some. Come on, come get some.
Here's Sproles. And an alley to run. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 11 yards there, 1st down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Wentz going to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. With Pro Bowl tight end Zach Ertz the intended target, but it's going to be second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Here's Wentz to throw. The connection here with Nelson Agholor. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, first down.
A gain of 15.
Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
They make a good bit of that yardage back as they're set up in much better shape now for 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Wentz. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Dallas Goedert, his first touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of the game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Allen. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now it's Gore. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Tell you what, you need the tough yards. You can still turn to the 36-year-old Frank Gore, now in his 15th season in the league. 10 in San Francisco, the 3 in Indy. Quick stop in Miami. Gore hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. Elliott on for the extra point. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
For conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The tight end, Lee Smith, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Allen now looks to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And that's caught by Beasley. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. Beasley signed with the Bills in March just before his 30th birthday after 7 years with the Cowboys, hoping that he can be a very valuable slot receiver in Buffalo. Just under 700 yards last year and 3 touchdowns in Dallas. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Allen going to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Allen now to throw again. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Andrew Sendejo swoops in for the sack. The Bills send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Sproles, the return. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Sproles. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Jerry Hughes, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Here now, Roberts. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
I'm here all day. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
Ordinarily in short yardage, most people don't run a toss because it takes a little bit longer to develop. But some teams see it as a very physical type run because the amount of people that get out in front of the runner, offensive linemen, tight ends, sometimes an extra back, they like to run that play there and try and run over people.
Allen's throw is complete. 12 yards that time and a Bills 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
Watch the shift. Use your porkers.
Here's Allen. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Nigel Bradham flying in and laying the lumber defensively.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. This will be caught inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. On the toss, it's Gore. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very...
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Hey, Echo. Watch the run, watch the run. Mike 52, Mike 52. Blue Dan. Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic. Bandit.
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. And this one's incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown. But now it's 3rd and goal.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run it with Sproles. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play action to Sproles. Wentz. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver. So after the INT, it's Allen. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now. Hard to believe that. Looking for Garcon, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
To throw is Wentz. Forced out to his left. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down. So the youngster able to use the legs to pick up the first.
And one of my pet peeves when they see this guy play, when Carson Wentz takes off running the football, I always hear people go, oh, he's sneaky athletic. No, he's athletic. Watch him do it. It's an integral part of the quarterback run game, and he gets it done very, very well.
Yeah, you don't like sneaky athletic, do you? That's just kind of a jab in the back.
Yeah, not when it doesn't apply. I think that's a stereotype that needs to be broken down for him.
From the red zone now, Wentz. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, able to break that one up. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They fake the give. Now Wentz. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Bravo!
From the 16, Allen. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick-6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. A final shot before half for Allen, eluding the pressure right. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now it's Sproles. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Draw play. This is Sproles. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instinct. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Now Wentz. And Jeffrey's got it. And he will be taken down inside the Buffalo 20. And that goes as a gain of 37 on third down. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Into the red zone, Wentz. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Working from the gun, Wentz. Got a man open, it's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be fielded at the 6. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get out.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them, because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football,
under pressure again, and down he goes again. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Bunch.
Here's a handoff to Sproles to start the drive. Tremaine Edmonds, the Bills' leading tackler as a rookie last year, in on the stop there. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
82. 27-yard line.
Throwing his Wentz. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
First down, Philadelphia.
You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it. Hey, empty.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. Tackle made there by Jordan Poyer.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
At the 47-yard line.
Again, they'll run it. Again, it's Sproles. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. Taron Johnson made the stop.
Brings up third.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead him to 4th down. Allen on the punt as he gets this one away. To return is Roberts. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Brandon Graham, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And Beasley with it over the middle. And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a first down. On first down, it's Gore. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Allen. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Derek Barnett able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Back now in Buffalo. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And that will be incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over.
You got nothing today. You got nothing.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've got an answer for it.
And once again, they go with Sproles. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Here we go. First and goal. Watch the run.
That's complete right around the 8. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, his 4th touchdown on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and the lead will swell by 1 more. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Allen, and this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well-coordinated.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Get in the weight room.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he stopped up short of the 1st as they tackle him down at about the 36. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the 1st down. Close it out.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 32. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He's able to get 6, a nice pickup down to the 21.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits, and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just started in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, 1 play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On 2nd and 9, Allen. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Allen's throw into the hands of Brown. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Allen throwing complete to Brown. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 7 yards there and a 1st down. To throw, it's Allen. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Pierre Garçon, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. He'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Allen. He's got Gore. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Allen. That's to his running back, complete. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Play action. Now it's Allen. Over the middle to Smith. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Bills passing game getting them down the field. They've got another 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Second down and goal. Allen steps away. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give him credit for that. Too little, too late, but no zero. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, wide open, complete. It's a gain of 35.
It's a gain of 35. And an Eagle first down.
So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the one touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for the Eagles, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.